I think I've lived 83 lives since I last sat down to film a video. I'm not even a little bit joking. Here's a brief run through of my week. Okay, let's start with the obvious. I'm ill. You can hear it in my voice. I'm in my hoodie robe combo. I only wear that when I'm ill. I'm ill. I want you to keep that in mind when I tell you everything else that happened this week, okay? First, I got a haircut. I have a new haircut. What do we think? I was then hit by a cyclone bomb, a real weather phenomenon that left me without power for 3 days, and I still don't have internet. And to top it all off, this week I worked approximately 50 hours, and yesterday alone I worked 14. In short, I've been going through it, and again I'm ill, and I kind of want to die. So I'm not in the best mood, which only makes this video more fun, because it's time to talk about the mama winners, and me being pissy will make this a more enjoyable experience for me. But before I begin, you must be aware, everything I say in this video is just my opinion, okay? I'm going to just talk about the winners, who won some of the categories. I don't do the special awards. I don't give a fuck. But the main ones, the real ones. We're going to talk about who won those. I'm going to give you brief thoughts. It's going to be an adventure. Alrighty, let's start with new artists. Best new male artist went to Trigger Warnings, aka To Us. I call them Trigger Warnings because it's fun, but it went to To Us. Yeah, makes sense. Who else would it have gone to? Like, they have the biggest debut single from a boy group in years. I don't know who else would have won. Next is Best New Female Artist, which went to Illit, a choice that simultaneously makes total sense and fascinates me, because on the one hand, Magnetic, right? Magnetic was huge. Massive hit. Their comeback, bit floppish, bit of a disappointment. Meanwhile, like, Cure has several hits. They have multiple top 10s. They're definitely currently doing better. It's just like, it's like, I get it, but at the same time, maybe no. Let's finish up groups. Best male group went to 17. Yeah, sounds about right. I would have loved a Dream win. I also could have seen a Stray Kids win in the cards, but a 17 win does make sense. And I like 17, so I'm not mad about it. Then best female group went to aespa. Again, sounds about right. Supernova alone probably could have won them this. But on top of that, there's Drama, there's Up, there's Whiplash. They had a lot of hits this year, so this does make sense. Now for the soloists. Best male soloist went to Jungkook. Why the fuck not? Sure. I would have liked it to go to a man with a bit more charting impact with what was released in the nomination period. But that's just Im Young. This nominee list sucked just a bit. So I'll take what I can get. Jungkook does have the best Bangtan solo album to me, so I'm willing to accept this win. Lastly, best female artist went to IU. I could have told you this a year ago. Actually, I probably did tell you this when I talked about the nominees. Her only real competition in this category was Taeyeon, and she had bigger hits this year. So, like, I could have told you IU was gonna win. Okay, on to the songs. Starting off, we're gonna do all the dance performance awards, okay? Best dance performance by a male group went to Trigger Warnings with Plot Twist. Yeah, it was the biggest boy group hit this year by, like, a wide margin. So I'm not exactly shocked by this. Congratulations to Trigger Warnings. Best dance performance by a female group went to Supernova, which obviously makes sense. But, not to spoil anything, Supernova is not done winning for the night. I still got 6 wins at the Mamas this year. And I think Magnetic did deserve a solo win, like a win for the song. And I think this would have been the category to do it in. I think it just would have been nice. It would have been a way to, like, give it the props it deserved. Because, spoilers, Magnetic doesn't win anything. At least nothing, like, real. Not any of the real awards that I consider real. So, I think this should have gone to Magnetic. Just, like, a little bit. Moving on. Best dance performance by a female soloist. That went to Jennie's You and Me. And again, like, I could have told you this and probably did. Of her competition, 2 songs didn't chart. 1 barely charted. 1 did fine. Like, I could have predicted this. In fact, I probably did. Okay. Last performance category is best dance performance by a male soloist, and I'm mad. Okay? I'm actively upset about this thing. You remember everything I just said about Jennie winning? Ignore all of that. Because this win went to Jungkook Standing Next to You, and it should have gone to Taemin's Guilty. I know Guilty was not a charting success. I'm very aware. I don't care. Everyone and their mother was doing this cover. Everyone was talking about this song. Everyone was doing this choreography. It was a moment. And it should have won. Anyway, other song categories now. Best vocal performance by a group went to Gittle's Fate. Congrats to Gittle. It does make sense. I would have liked to see a Plave win. Not because I like Plave, although I do. Simply for the logistics of it. Like, would they have had their freaky VR things come on stage? Would they have just played a video? Like, how would it have worked? I'm curious, and now I'll never know. Best vocal performance by a soloist went to BB's Bamyangang. It's a no for me. Personally, I just don't like the song very much. It's not like it wasn't successful enough to win. It did do very well. It's just that I don't like the song. I think it should have gone to IU or Taeyeon. Actually, I'm changing my mind. Because IU won Best Female Artist, I've decided that in the Simon canonical universe, like how Taemin won with Guilty, Taeyeon's 2X won this category. Let's power through some ones that I don't care about, but I do consider real awards, okay? Crush won Best OST, Cure won Best Band Performance, Zico's Spot won Best Collaboration, and Best Rap and Hip Hop Award. aespa's Armageddon won Best Music Video, while Supernova won Best Choreography. The only one I could talk about is choreography. I'm not going to. I don't care. But with that, it is Daesung time. First, the fake one. Worldwide Fans' Choice, which went to Jimin. I don't care. This award is not real to me. Okay? I need that understood. Like, this Daesung does not count in my headcanon. It went to Bangtan last year. They didn't do anything. Like, this is not a real award, but congrats to Jimin anyway. Now for the real Daesungs. We're gonna start with the one that doesn't make me mad. Song of the Year went to Supernova. That makes sense. It spent 15 weeks at #1 on the Melon charts. Like, that makes sense. I get that. The other two, though. The other two make me mad. First Artist of the Year went to 17. Now, I love 17. I have for many a year. I have, in fact, since within a week of them debuting, I have been a 17 fan. And I say that to tell you, I do not believe they deserve to win this award. 17 to me just didn't do enough to qualify when you compare them to other artists, okay? For a frame of reference, the only thing 17 released in the nomination period are their mini from last year and their compilation. aespa, by comparison, released 2 mini albums, because their mini from last year also counts, so 2 mini albums, a special EP, a full whose pre-release was the biggest hit of this entire year, or Gittle. Gittle released a full and a mini. Their full went so viral that one of the B-sides went #1. Like, we had other options for artists that did more culturally, and 17 just wasn't that. And now, Album of the Year. Album of the Year also went to 17. It went to 17th Heaven, their mini from last year. And here's the thing. I need you to understand, like, 17th Heaven is the highest selling album nominated, okay? In theory, I should not be surprised that it won. This award always goes to the best selling album. I should have seen this coming. For some reason, Mnet decided to announce before the Mamas that the winning Album of the Year was not going to be solely based on album sales anymore. They were going to increase the percentage for the judges' criteria or whatever. And that makes this so interesting to me because they announced that publicly. No one made them do that. They announced that publicly and then proceeded to give the award anyway to the best-selling album and only nominated the best-selling albums as like their short list of nominees. It's not even like we got a special award that like aespa's Armageddon, which I think should have won, got nominated. No, we didn't get any of that. We literally only got what we would have gotten anyway, which makes me wonder, why did you announce that in the first place? Like, why did you try and make it seem like, oh, we're going to take cultural impact and other things into account, only to not do, like, I hate Mnet so much. Anyway, I don't care about the other awards, so we're not going to talk about them, which means that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the winners down below. Let me know how you feel. You can like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!